welcome to It's Basically Monday, take two. We actually tried to do this and we started recording, but then we lost someone and then we didn't realize until like 10 minutes in that it was all for nothing. So we're doing this again. How's it going, everybody? We got everyone here. John, Gouda, myself. What's going on, guys? What's new?
Not much. It's about to be June.
Yeah, already somehow. Like it's summer, just like that. In summer in 2023, the pandemic was over 3 years ago. That's like old news.
Yeah, John, tell me what you did today.
I sat and worked, and then I had a meeting with my boss, for like near the end of the day, and then I played with my daughter while we watched TV. We got her ready for bed, and I came here. That's my whole day.
What did you guys play? Or is that
Um,
just a general term?
a little bit of both. So there was some times where we were just generally playing, and then there was she likes to do hide and seek with her toys now. So she'll stand around the corner in the kitchen, and we'll hide one of her toys, and she'll come back and look for it. She really likes that for some reason. So we've been doing that a lot the last few days.
That's fun.
Wait, you
Yeah.
hide the toy or she
Yeah,
does?
I hide the toy. Like and then when she finds it, she brings it back. She hugs it. She brings it back to me, and then she runs back around the corner and waits for me to hide it again.
Okay, so
Yeah.
she likes a challenge. That's good.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
What would happen if you put it in a place where she'll never find it?
She'd probably just give up on the game. I don't know. I guess I haven't really tested that. But yeah, I would assume that she'd probably get tired of it. So, like, that's kind of the challenge, too, because I want to put it in places where she has a chance to find it, but also something that's not easy. So you have to, like, come up with a bunch of random spots. Like, I put it, like, once I put one of her smaller toys in between the door and the little frame because it like had just enough space to sit in between that spot. So her height is like just below the actual doorknob. So she just was spinning in circles looking for it and she couldn't find it. It took her like at least 4 or 5 minutes.
That's funny.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's fun for her because she gets to look for shit and we spend time together, and it's fun for me because it makes me have to like think out of the box a little bit.
When you're gonna just go ahead and dig a hole.
Yeah, right here, right now.
Well, uh, yeah, I know you wanted to show
I'm
us this
old.
video.
Oh, yeah, we could talk about that. So
Yeah, I'm eager to see
yeah, me
what
too.
this
So
is.
before we watch the video, I'm actually gonna ask you the question that was asked in the video. So I want to get your untainted opinion of this. So I want each of you to give me your answer and then why. Um, the question is, would you say, let's assume that you're white. Would you say the N word, like to would you say the N word to end world hunger,
Yes,
even if you were white?
definitely. For sure, like
Okay.
in a heartbeat.
Okay.
No, I wouldn't.
Okay. This is interesting. Okay. So let's start with you, Valero. Why would you?
Because okay, let's do the pros and cons.
Okay.
The cons, I would be, I guess, considered a racist. Understandably so, I suppose. And then I could also just help perpetuate like just what the word like stigmatizes and means and like how it makes black people feel and like so that will be a thing.
Mm.
Mm, I'll maybe give white supremacists more like power. Like, yeah, the guy who ended world hunger was white and he was racist. See, we were right. So like that's a con. And then obviously like my life would probably be like ruined. Like for sure, like definitely ruined.
What?
But like the pros would be like no one would ever go hungry ever again, like forever.
Wait,
Is
okay.
that right? Is that like the stipulation?
So yeah, I purposely left it vague and didn't say like I didn't give specifics because I wanted to see how you would answer without them. So it's interesting that in your scenario, you've automatically assumed that you're saying the N-word and the whole world knows about it. And the whole world knows that the reason that world hunger was ended is because you did it. So that's very interesting that you went straight to that. That's actually crazy. It's really funny that you said that. I'm glad I didn't say anything else. That's crazy.
Interesting,
You
yeah.
like you built this
I guess I
whole
didn't think
world.
about like what if I was just by myself? Like, yeah, that makes it even
Yeah.
easier. If I could just run into a dark closet and just say it real quick and it's over, then
Yeah.
like that's so
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
But
No, I
but
thought you had
isn't
to say it like in front of the world.
but isn't it interesting that your mind went straight to that the whole world has to know? Because like that's part of that's part of it is that I think we've just associated the fact that anyone would say that word with the fact that you should be shamed forever. Even if
Yeah.
you're stopping world hunger apparently.
So
Anyway,
what about you,
Gouda, yeah,
Gouda?
Gouda, you said no.
Yeah, why wouldn't you do it?
Because I don't do things that I know for certain are gonna hurt people, no matter what. And I mean, ending world hunger is cool and all, but that's not gonna end all of humanity's problems. So no, I'm not gonna say it. Like there are more things wrong than just people being hungry. Like that's not gonna solve all our problems. Like
But it'll
it's a good
solve one
start.
Yeah,
problem.
it'll
It's a good
solve
start.
one problem though.
Yeah, that's just not how I want to live my life though. Like the consequence for it, like I just don't want to do that.
What's the
So it's all
what's
or
the
nothing.
wait what's the consequence in the scenario that you're thinking of? What's the consequence that you are perceiving to happen from you saying the word?
The consequence is this one life that I get to live as me and like be like aware of me being myself. I don't want to do anything during this reality that I live that is 100% harmful, like without doubt. No matter what the conditions are, I'm just not, I don't want to do anything like that.
How, so in what way do you so let's to bring a part of Valero's scenario in. This is more interesting than the video. Fucking to bring Valero's scenario in. What perceived harm do you find from saying the word if, for example, like Valero said, you were by yourself and you said it and no one heard you? What is the harm just that you're saying that you know you said it? Like that's enough to not want not for you would not want to end world hunger? Like that's enough to do it?
What do you mean?
I'm saying
Like
what you said that you know that for sure it's gonna do harm. I'm saying what if no one could hear you say it, like if you said it and you whispered it or something like that, and no one knew that you said it, what is the perceived harm? Are you saying from what you're saying, I feel like I'm getting that you're saying like it's the fact that you know you said something that's harmful is so problematic that you wouldn't be able to end world hunger. Is that what I'm saying? Is that what you're saying?
What I'm saying is that I don't want to do anything that is harmful. That's all. In my life right now, I don't want to do anything like that.
Right. I'm
So,
asking how is that harmful?
because you're saying that you literally have to whisper it in a corner by yourself, that sounds like something that's pretty harmful to me, is it not?
I mean,
I
how
don't
is that
I don't
harmful?
I don't no I don't perceive you having to do something in secret to avoid how people perceive you to be to mean that action is necessarily harmful. There's lots of things I wouldn't want to do in public in front of
No,
people.
no, it is harmful because you started this whole thing by saying you are white. You you're
Why
basically
why does
saying that
why does that have to mean it's harmful? When I started that I did that because I know the perception. I didn't say that the perception is or isn't harmful. I didn't give my opinion on it yet at all. So that I was purposely again leaving that vague because I was trying to mimic the situation in the video. So in the video the person's not African American or so I was trying to that was being asked this question. So I was trying to mimic that scenario.
Right. And right now, in the year 2023, as a white person, if you said that word, you would be causing harm. So
I don't think you're
Even when you
causing
whisper it?
I don't
in
know that
your
you're causing
scenario,
harm. Yeah, I don't believe that you're causing harm as a white person if you said the N word by yourself, like if and no one ever heard you. No, I don't believe that that's causing harm.
yeah,
That
and so
requires more
because
than one person. Who
so
are
if
you
I were
causing harm
to
to?
so if I were to abuse a child in secret, it would be no problem because
No, there's
no one
actually a person there. What are you talking about?
yeah,
you're
and
comparing a word you're comparing saying the N word to abusing a child.
yeah, black people are people, sorry.
But
No
no
one's
one
in the
heard it.
room. Like what are you saying?
Yeah. ev- Okay, well, if you think that no one's ever listening, like if you think you're ever like actually not being heard, then fine. I don't know why you're so like upset that I
Wait,
wouldn't want
what?
to say it.
Wait, so like, yeah, what if you like went out
I wasn't
into
upset. I
space
just don't
by
understand your
yourself?
logic.
Yeah, I just don't want to say it. Why? What's wrong with that?
I'm not questioning you wanting to say it. I'm questioning the reasons that you gave for not wanting to say it.
Yeah, I just don't
I
want
have
to
no
say
I have no
anything. I don't
problem
want to say anything that has any negative connotations that anyone would feel like bad about. Which is what I said to begin with. So I don't know why. Like,
I
what
don't
exactly?
because I don't under there's parts of that that I don't understand because in that statement alone you are saying that saying that word necessarily causes harm, and I don't necessarily agree with
Yeah,
that.
in the year 2023, it definitely does. I'm
Okay.
sorry that you don't agree with that,
Uh,
but it
uh,
does.
oh, okay. So you're just saying it does without any reason. Just quoting the year 2023 is your reasoning for it causing harm.
Yeah, because there have been people that have been fired for saying that. Like, actually, just like the other week, there was
Right.
someone that got fired for saying that on air.
Right. And in all the scenarios where you can quote people having seen that word caused harm, two people had to have heard it. So
Yeah,
again, the scenario that I'm posing to you is one without that necessary component. I'm asking in that
yeah, and
scenario, how is that different? Is that not
I'm
different?
telling you that that is a, that it's a bad thing, and that so you're saying that
So the
once
word
there's two
itself
people,
is bad.
you're not letting me. Once there's two people involved, you're saying that it becomes a bad thing. But when you're
Yeah.
alone, it's okay because no one hears you. So why would I want to do it at all? If the second that one other person is involved, it becomes a bad thing. Like I don't want to. I don't even want to like make that part of like my reality, which is what I told you. Like I don't want that to be part of my lived reality. Because if you're just saying it like alone, like by yourself, like and you're just like, oh, it's fine because I'm by myself. It's like eventually you're gonna
That's
say it like
that's only
somewhere.
that's only part of the reasoning that it in my mind that it necessarily doesn't cause any harm because I don't agree with you on that part. But that's fine. We could agree to disagree. But the other part of it is that I'm weighing against the necessary net benefit that it's posing. So even if I agreed with you and I like went down to like I'm ambiguous on whether it may or may not cause harm. Let's just assume that I can't necessarily tell one way or the other. I'm still weighing it against something that has a demonstrable benefit. So this idea, like we can posture all day and say like, well, we could talk it around in circles and say, well, it does cause harm because it's 2023 and that's okay. If you believe all of that, fine. Even if you take that, I do believe that the net benefit of solving world hunger is greater than that perceived negative. So it's fine. If you don't feel that that's the case, that's fine. I was asking the reasons why because I didn't understand what you were saying about it being negative. And if you're just saying you believe that because you believe that, all right, fine. That's okay.
Oh, Cicely is literally crawling on my desk now. She's like, "Give me attention." Well, yeah, okay. It's like, yeah, I'm on the podcast right now, Cicely. We're gonna have to play later. But yeah, I also think that's interesting. Like, yeah, all that makes sense, but like, just like the technicality, like, yeah, what if you were in like deep space in another galaxy? Yeah, like, what if you can go
yeah,
to a portal?
yeah, and
Or actually,
I think that's
let's bring my old age like thing back. Like, what if like a millisecond before you die, you can teleport yourself to another universe and then say the N word
Well,
and then it will end world hunger here
I'm
on
assuming
Earth.
I'm
But you don't
assuming
get
that
to
in
like
a
experience
I'm
it.
assuming in Gruda's scenario that there's literally no like parameters you could put around it to make it okay because he's saying it wasn't about any of those things. He was saying it's about like the action itself being harmful.
Right, but he said over time, like if you think it's okay to say it by yourself, and it's like, which is true, like yeah, over time, if you keep saying it, which that wasn't part of the thing, you just have to say it one time, so that's not
Yeah.
overtime. So I feel like that already doesn't necessarily count. But that's why I
Yeah.
was trying to like isolate it even more, just to see like how much
Yeah.
of it was a
Yeah.
technicality and how
Yeah.
much of it was
Yeah.
just like I guess a stance or whatever. But yeah, what about I guess yeah, just to be clear, like does it matter if you're like at the end of your life and you get the whole teleported to another universe like right before you die thing? Does that change your answer at all?
No, it doesn't.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
as
Okay.
we
Yeah.
suspected.
Yeah. Yes. So I thought.
But okay, yeah. Well, that's interesting. What about you? Well, okay, I'm assuming
Yeah,
based on
so
like your
yeah, I'm
reaction,
much
you
more
would say it.
yeah, I'm much more
And like
aligned with you. I don't I disagree wholeheartedly that the word has any power without two people being involved. A word has no power on its own other than the meaning that we give it amongst people. If it has no language, it has no power, and language requires more than one person. So in my mind, no. If a white person or any person could end world hunger to say the N word, like I would much rather. First of all, I don't even agree that the N word, even if you said it to a, even if in the scenario I could say it to every person's face, and I was white, I still think that benefit is probably far outweighs the negatives here. Like that that's about like perceived like mental disparity and harm, which I can't measure at all, which is part of the problem, versus like definitely curing something that of several like million people are suffering from. Like yeah, even if there's a detriment to me and my lifestyle, I would have to just take the hit for that. I feel like it seems like too great of a net benefit.
yeah. Well, yeah, that's pretty
And I would
interesting.
and I
Yeah,
would
let us
hope
know in the
and I would
comments.
hope that like even if I had to tell like one or two black people or like even if you could find a number like even if I had to tell the exact number of people who were going to be like saved from world hunger, I had to tell that many African American people like say it to their face the N word, like even if it's like the exact same numbers, I still feel like I would hope that those people who are in I would hope that a lot of them are in a better scenario than everyone who's in the like starving category would be able to band together and take that hit for the greater good. Like I feel like that's the thing that society should just do together. We should be like, all right, that person has a pass. Like it's okay.
Yeah.
That's what made me laugh in your scenario because I was thinking like, man, in your world is cutthroat. Like you assume everyone knew that you were doing this for the greater good, and they still just shat on you. Like that is
Yeah.
nuts. Holy shit! I don't
Yeah,
want to
your
live in
life
that
would be
world.
over. Like
God damn. Like yeah,
it would never be the same
just go live
again.
in the
Like
mountains. It's not worth it. Like holy
yeah, I
fuck.
thought you had to like be live on Twitter and say it or something.
Yeah, but even then, I would hope that people would be like, this guy's about to end world hunger. Like, dude.
Yeah, if I was starving to death, I feel like I wouldn't mind it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's interesting to me that we live in a world where that like things have skewed so far from necessity. Like the, we view being treated equally on the basis of our race just on the same level as eating. Like we're saying that we can't live without those things at the same capacity. Like eating is the same thing as being treated as like a fair and equal member of society according to race. I, I don't know, man.
Yeah, that is
That's
true.
a
Yeah,
crazy world we live in. I don't know. Not
that
for
is a
better
good
or
point.
worse. I don't know if it's for necessarily for better, but
Yeah, I mean, like civil rights, like literally all you have to do is just live in this country, and immediately, like you just have these rights, like extra
Yeah.
rights beyond just and actually eating and having water isn't even amongst them actually, which is kind of funny.
yeah, that's a resource. You can't.
Yeah, there's like
You don't have a right to Mother Earth.
yeah. So I mean, that is so in a way we almost could treat it as more important than eating actually.
Yeah. Yeah, that could be argued, especially if you in the U.S. I think if you just take how people treat food and their bodies. Yeah, I would say that we do. Yep, in a lot of
I
ways.
mean, and we have people. I mean, we don't necessarily have people who are starving to death unless you're voluntarily isolating yourself. But like, because even homeless people, you can go to a homeless shelter and get like food or something. But
Yeah, yeah. I
but
mean, yeah,
still, I
they're
mean,
not
like,
living good, but they might not be literally like bones, like skin and
yeah.
bones.
But still, we have that, like, and we don't try to like, we don't really put like a lot of resources into like solving other people's world hunger or anything. So like, yeah, like,
Yeah.
we're food and water is not a civil right, which is crazy. Like, you would think at least water would be, or even like air or something, but like, no.
That would require like so much public upkeep. Like, how do you always make sure water is provided to everyone?
Isn't there just water everywhere? I guess not in like the
Like,
Utah deserts or
I was gonna say,
something.
like drinking water? No, definitely not.
Yeah, I'm too used to living like right next to this big ass lake over here. I'm just like, just get some water, you're fine. Yeah, my whole life I was like, there's lakes everywhere, but that's only really in like the Midwest. Aren't there a bunch of lakes in like Minnesota and stuff?
Hmm.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting. Yeah, I was actually just looking at some good wineries in Wisconsin. And my favorite one, I forget the name of it now, but the one that looked the best, I was like, okay, I want to go to that one. And I looked it up. I was like, how far of a drive it is. It was like 5.5 hours. I was like, holy shit, like it's still in Wisconsin, right? And I looked it up, and it was literally on the border. Like it's like 40 minutes like north of Minneapolis. So like honestly, it's probably like way closer to your place than it is to mine. It's like, dang it. Like that's ridiculous. Like I forget like that part of Wisconsin is even a state.
Yeah, there's still so much more state above you.
Did you live in that part of Wisconsin at all? Or did you move straight to Minnesota when you moved from
No, I
Milwaukee?
went straight to Minnesota.
That's
Danielle's
right. Yeah.
Danielle's parents live near there.
Yeah, it's like that same border area that I didn't even know existed. Yeah, what happens up there? Like, don't you basically live in that same like geographical like area?
No, I live like 4 hours north.
So what's the difference between there and where you live?
It's colder.
It's colder? Oh,
I mean,
Jesus
not in the
Christ.
summer, but yeah, the yeah we have pretty long winters, and yeah, it gets really cold.
Like what was the temperature today?
Oh, I mean it's warm today. It's summer now.
What was it? I'm just curious.
Like, oh, it was the high of 89. Holy shit.
Holy shit. Well, I
Yeah,
live right by the lake, so it's always cooler over here. But holy crap. Do you
yeah.
guys have like wildfires by you at all?
No, but they sometimes do in Canada, and then if that happens when we go outside, there's smoke everywhere.
Seriously? You've seen that and you like noticed the
Several,
difference?
yeah, like more than once. Like to
Holy
the point where
crap,
the
wow.
air quality actually goes down like during that time. It actually happened
And
right
like they tell you to
after.
stay inside?
Yeah, it actually happened right after Mila was born. She was like a month old, and they were like, "Yeah, we know you had to come to the doctor to get her here, but the doctor was like, don't bring her outside if you don't have to for the rest of the week."
Holy crap, that's crazy. Wait, so do you have central air or anything like that?
Yeah, we do.
Okay. So like we don't. So like if that ever happened to us, we'd just be screwed. Like in the summer, like we have to have our windows open. Like we
Yeah,
have air conditioners, but to
but
get fresh air, the
yeah,
outside is our source of fresh air.
yeah, you have to go. Like we don't have a choice. Yeah, we
Yeah,
didn't
like
have air. We didn't have central air until Danielle got pregnant, though.
and
Like,
then
and even
is that
now,
when you moved? No, you didn't.
no,
Is
it was
did
like
you move?
a year. It was like a year
So you
after.
had it installed?
Yeah, yep.
Oh,
They had the ductwork already like in, so they just had to run like one or two more things to. But like this is an old house,
they
so
had it that close?
yeah. But this is an old house, so like it runs through this like closet actually, and
Oh, okay.
the upstairs gets so hot that even when it is like 68 down here, like 68, 65, it can be still like 85 upstairs.
God.
Like
Yeah, that's
you cross the barrier between floors, and you just literally it's like you're walking into hell like upside down.
God. Oh my God. Wait, so are you talking about the basement to the first floor, or is
No,
there a first floor to the
there's
second
no
floor?
basement, just the first floor to the second floor.
Okay,
The
yeah, those
basement is just
second
like a crawl
floors.
space.
Okay, God, that's crazy. Yeah, luckily, like the basement stays pretty cool at my place, so like I don't have to worry about that. Yeah, aren't you on the second floor, Gouda? Yeah, you're on the hell
Yeah,
floor.
the hell
Yeah,
floor.
but there's like a ton of windows. Like there's barely any wall in this apartment that doesn't have a window on it. So
That's
there's
true, yeah.
that, and the ceiling fan, and I have the window units like you do, so it's not a
So it
big
doesn't
deal.
even get that bad. That's nice. Yeah, I
If I
have,
didn't have the air conditioner, it would be unbearable.
yeah. Yeah,
Unbearable.
we have air conditioners, but like we're not used to having them like the window ones like right where we are all the time. So I feel like half the time we don't even turn it on. And then like now it's like getting super hot during the day. So we're just gonna have to turn it on and just like I guess deal with it. I don't even know. But I'm so used to I've had central air like pretty much forever. My place in West Dallas didn't have central air, but for some reason I just don't remember it like affecting me that much that I had a window unit. Like I just didn't care as much for some reason. I don't know. Yeah, I was single back then, so I was like, yeah, noise doesn't affect me. But now I have like a baby. I'm just like, all this noise, everything's got to be quiet. So I
Mhm.
guess yeah, that's why. But I don't know how they would put central air in my place. Like it's made of brick, so like, and there's no room. Like there's no extra closets they can just be running it through or anything. So
What
I
about
don't know.
that jank shower?
That's true. Yeah, that's actually a good point. And it's like right above. Yeah, that's a really good point. Well, all right, look at that. You just engineered part of my central air plans.
I'll
That's
send you the
actually a really
invoice
good point.
tomorrow.
All right, dude, I'll have my accountant write you a check.
All right, good.
Oh man, yeah, that's a great idea actually. Brilliant. Yeah, I just have to get it installed then. How much did it cost? Was it like outrageous? Is it gonna break my bank?
Um, I guess that depends on how big your bank is.
It's not big,
Because
man.
you know, big bank take little bank.
You take little bank.
Yeah,
it's,
yeah, man.
it's not big right now.
Um, so ours cost 11,000.
Oh my god. And it was like practically done already, and they just had to like put in two pieces. Jesus Christ. I don't even know what to say about that.
I
Yeah,
think
well, yeah, my
they
bank's
might
gonna
have
get broken.
like replaced something else downstairs. Don't ask me. I don't fucking remember. But yeah, the AC was part of the deal. That's all I know. So like you probably
Holy crap.
honestly you probably will be able to get away with probably like half that. I think. Like I think that's probably the actual cost of just the AC part. Because I could be just lumping in something else that was part of that bill. If I'm being honest, I don't remember. So
Okay.
yeah,
Oh my
don't think it's
Dude,
god.
gonna be
if
11.
you
Oh my
if you
god.
just dig a deep enough hole in your backyard and put some fans in there and like put the ductwork into your house, that's free air conditioning.
Yeah, that's all I need right there. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
That's
I really
hilarious.
it might have been. It really might have been that much. Man,
There was a I've
I'm
seen
so
a
sorry.
YouTube video where this guy like survived in the desert and he used like some wood and like some water to like make some sort of like stack and then like he had like the breeze go through this stack and it like cooled down his like
His
apocalypse hut
I
or
was
How the
gonna
something
yeah,
like
hell?
I was
that.
So
gonna
this
say his
guy,
hut, his fucking hut.
so this guy is surviving while making a YouTube video. It doesn't sound like he's struggling that much.
Yeah, it's just fine.
Yeah, he had all his like super expensive camera equipment and stuff like with him. Yeah, I have no idea, but like, yeah, that's all I have to do. I just have to get some wood, like, soak it in some water, stack it in a pile, and then like my house will be cool, right?
Yeah,
Mm, yeah.
get yourself a little clay.
I'm
Mhm.
just gonna bring all these like wet sticks in the house and just drop them on the kitchen floor and be like, all right, get ready to cool down.
Oh my god.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it'll only be cool because of all the holes that the rodents are burrowing through your walls to get in there.
The fucking
Yeah.
wind draft you'll be getting from all
Yeah.
the Swiss cheese for fucking walls you have. Oh
Oh
fuck,
man. Yeah, life without central air. I'm about to learn this summer.
dude.
I'm gonna find out.
Dude, stuff like with the house, it really is. It can just kill you so quick. It all adds up so fast.
It does. Yeah, there's a lot we have to do. We still have that jank shower. Like that's one of the things that's on the list. But the air conditioning would knock that one right off that list. Two birds in one stone. That's
Hmm.
that's the one right there.
That's right.
That's what we
Oh
need.
man.
Yeah, we paid. We actually. That's just how I know we're getting into that like middle middle age stage of our lives. We paid someone to like spray to like keep the bugs off of our lawn like in the summer. So like a guy just comes and sprays like the perimeter and like inside of it, and basically it kills like the pest sort of bugs. Like we had
Before you continue, does he
yeah.
leave one of those little signs in your yard after he does it?
No, no, no,
Wow.
no, I didn't do that.
Dang.
So he's like, yeah, just bring your kids. Have them
No,
play in it.
yeah, so basically he came in, he told us like, hey, like it's gonna take us, about 30, 35 minutes. Just make sure you wait an hour to come outside, let people play in the lawn for an hour to let it dry, but then it's safe for everyone, like dogs, kids, everybody, after an hour. I was like, okay. So we just stayed in the house. Like we thought it was gonna take at least an hour. We just stayed in the house and like after like 30 minutes, I heard their truck start. And I was just like, wait, what the fuck? And I looked outside and he was already gone.
He
He
was
was just,
like, all right, see
he
ya.
was out of there. And like Danielle had paid and everything, and I just didn't even realize that that all that had happened. Like it happened so fast. I was like, surely, even if she's paying them, he has to still be spraying. His partner still has to be not done yet.
Like it's like, well, I already sprayed the lawn, but I
Yeah.
still got a half hour left, so I guess I'll
Yeah.
go over it again.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
he's like, screw that, it's Friday. I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he just stood in the very center of your lawn and then like extended his arm and spun in a circle.
Yeah,
Like for 5 minutes.
real
And he
quick.
was like, alright.
It's just like this.
Yep.
Dude, but it fucking worked. I have not seen a single fucking mosquito out there since he came 2 weeks ago. And I'm like,
Wow.
it's crazy. I've cut the lawn twice since then, and still nothing. And
Yeah, I
then,
used to get that treatment.
oh really? Did you feel like it was worth
Yeah.
it when you got it?
Kind of, honestly. Like, I kind of miss it. Like, every time I'm outside, there's so many mosquitoes, and it really does work.
It
But
does
it
work.
does make me paranoid how they're just like, yeah, like, go ahead and just rub your face in it, like, 20 minutes after I put this down. I'm just like, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
Oh,
Like,
that's not even the best part.
that can't be, like, good.
The guy who did ours, he sprayed. So he came. We were talking to him about the types of bugs we had, and he was like, "Oh yeah, this spray will kill all those for sure." And then we were like, "Also, we've been seeing some hornets like we have like a wood awning." So we were like, "There's holes in it sometimes, and they've just gone in, and they keep coming out and in. So we're not sure if there's a nest or what the fuck's going on, but we've seen more than one." And he's like, "Oh yeah, like." We could just give them the fast acting spray too. Like we could just spray it all up there, but that might not work for the whole nest if there's a nest. So we're gonna spray some slow acting shit up there, and it'll give them enough time to get back to the queen, and then it'll kill them after that. I was like,
Oh my
wait a
God.
second, yo,
Brutal.
yo, y'all fucking got mechanisms of timing in the fucking
Yeah.
sprays? What is going on? Like, what kind of world do we live in where people are just walking around with these fucking chemicals?
Yeah, man, that's what I mean. Like when I hear stories about like the orcas attacking boats and stuff like in the ocean, like they don't want this smoke. They don't want this smoke, man.
I feel like
You're-
that's pretty like common. Like you can kill someone slowly with like eye drops, or you can do it quickly with norepinephrine or whatever the fuck Putin did to that one guy,
Wait, why do you know so much?
or cyanide.
I'm scared.
Yeah, they're just like, now put this in a bottle and spray it in the wasp, and boom, you're
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
They won't die until they reach the queen, and then they'll die right in her arms.
Honestly,
It'll,
just like take a cup of gasoline from your your can for your mower and just throw it in there. They won't
Dude,
survive.
In his
dude.
house?
So what's I don't even have a gasoline. Remember we talked about the electric mower
Oh,
last
Oh
time? Yeah.
yeah.
yeah. Oh,
He doesn't even
damn.
have
I don't
any
even have
Shit.
a
electric motors.
I don't even have a fucking gas can.
Yeah. Well, sorry.
Oh, yeah, I'm fucked.
Just take some axe spray and a lighter. You'll be fine.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can get a hold of some of that.
Yeah, that whole awning will be in flames.
Yeah, the whole fucking house will be in up in fucking smoke.
Yeah,
Do
make
you
sure
have
you
a
have
fire
insurance.
extinguisher?
Yeah, we do. We sure do.
Yeah, so do we.
Yeah, I'm a real homeowner and everything.
Yeah, protecting our
Yeah,
investment.
protecting my investment. Get off my lawn.
Get off my lawn.
I don't have one, but I'm pretty sure it's legally the landlords they have to do that, right? Or maybe it
I
only has
would
to
imagine
be
so.
because there's one in the hallway and downstairs, so maybe that counts.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
all right.
probably.
Yeah,
So you
Okay.
can like run and grab one.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always I just always wondered what would really happen if a fire started and I was trying to put it out and it just started getting out of control. Like I'd be completely screwed.
You just have to get
And
out.
I should
Yeah, you
probably
you
get one.
call
Yeah,
the
you just have
fire
to get
department.
out and watch it all burn down. Like damn, that's
Yeah.
devastating.
What the fuck else are you gonna do?
No, man, you can get a fire extinguisher. That's the only other option.
Wait, I thought.
Or install a sprinkler system.
Oh, I
And
was
then
gonna.
all your shit's getting soaked.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I really never understood the points of those. Like to just make it so that you don't die. That's the main goal, I guess.
Yeah, that's
But
the only goal, I guess.
unless it detects it early enough, it's gonna be
Do you
useless.
know how devastating that could be? Like, if you burn the toast, then everything in your house is gonna get ruined. Yeah, that's what I never understood about that. A lot of the schools we do have sprinkler systems, and I'm just if something goes wrong, just right here, this whole entire room is done.
And no one's like inventing the toast. Like, does anyone have a safe toaster? Like, is that a common thing? I don't feel like the toaster
Safe toast.
has changed much. Like, I feel like it has always had the same problem. If you cook this piece too long, you're dead.
You will burn everything down. That is true. Yeah,
There's so many ways it can kill you. Like, you can burn your house down, or if you make some toast next to the bathtub and it falls in,
Next
that's
to
it.
the bathtub. What? Man,
like
man.
Some
this
people are,
sounds ridiculous.
These
But
people
dude.
are.
everyone tiny
In this
homes.
day and age, someone would be like, "Yo, look at my TikTok. I'm about to have breakfast in tub. You know what I mean?" And then
Yo,
you're dead.
you guys are here getting lit. Fucking got the
Yeah.
toaster next to the bathtub. You just try to
Oh my
you're just
god.
inviting danger for no reason.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Yeah, honestly, it does sound like something that you would for sure see someone under the age of 20 be posting. Maybe even barely over the age of 20. But yeah, man, why is that? I feel like when if shit goes to fan and all the old people have to decide whether to enlist a draft so the young people can go to war, the old people are for sure gonna be like, yeah, send those idiots to war. If something happened right now, Mitch McConnell would not give a fuck about any of the TikTokers who started protesting if he enlisted a draft. He'd be like, I don't care. He would not care at all, not even a little bit. And it's mostly because of the cultural divide and how he could never understand how breakfast in tub could ever be something that he would ever want to do. But yeah, so
Breakfast
if
in tub.
push came to shove and they ever had the
Yo,
opportunity
what
to
is the world
send
coming to? I just don't.
Bro, it's
I'm just an old white man, clearly, because I don't get it.
yeah, man.
I don't understand anything anymore.
yeah, man, if China sent 100,000 troops into the California or Oregon border, and we had to decide to draft all those breakfast in tub kids to go fight and defend our country, or we could just let them come take over and we're gonna be China, mini China basically or whatever. You bet your ass everyone's gonna vote for that conscription and send all the TikTokers to go fight them. I'm just yeah, I don't know, man. That would happen right now because yeah, the TikTokers don't make the laws, but they still live in the country. But you know who does make all the laws? All the old people who are not on TikTok. But
Yeah, like that, like the governor of Montana. He's like, what? Nah, guys, no one's gonna do TikTok here in this state. Can you
he was
like that's
banned it from the state.
outrageous.
Like he has no power to even like enforce that
Yeah,
in
he
any
does.
way.
He signed it, man.
But he did. Yeah, he was just like, I'll do it.
Yeah, he
He's like,
doesn't
if I
even care
see...
if you're by yourself. Man, you can say the N word all you want, but if you're on TikTok, you're done.
Yeah, you're
Now, if you
done.
have that TikTok app on your phone,
Yeah, that's the
he's
real
gonna send the
problem.
state police after you. You're gonna go to jail. But yeah, that's exactly it. Like, and I feel like the divide, like we have a long time before everyone who's not on TikTok dies out, and then everyone is just on TikTok. Because like I would say like maybe people above 40 for the most part, for sure, are not living that life or having breakfast in tub. So
Hmm.
like they're not they
Why do
still
you
have
why
like
do you
40
why
more
do you keep
years.
saying that? Why do you keep saying it like that?
That is
Breakfast in
totally
tub.
like a Gen Z TikTok thing. I
That's
can like
probably
that.
Why
already
Yeah,
can't
hashtag.
for sure.
why can't you just say breakfast in a tub?
No, it's got to be
That's
Like it's
too
breakfast
it's
long.
and tub.
it's not like you don't know the right way to say it.
It's just too
You're doing
long.
this on purpose.
That's like adding a whole extra syllable. That's not the way.
The
Um,
more you minimize the speech, the cooler it is. Didn't you know?
Yeah,
that's
breakfast
great.
in tub.
That's really good.
Yeah,
Cool. That's what it is. Fuck.
yeah. You gotta take some letters out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Okay.
got like 40 more years before those guys have complete control of the government. That's a long time. I'm pretty sure everything's gonna collapse before then. So like for
For sure.
sure the breakfast in tub guys are getting
Absolutely.
drafted.
There's zero chance. Can you imagine a Gen Z president?
Oh my God, dude. No, I that would be insane.
No, you have to just move. I have
A
moved
Gen
by
Z
then.
president and he's like doing all this like super embarrassing stuff on like social media. I guess we
Yeah,
already had that, but like still.
he would get to the White House and be like, "Yo, I'm in the pearl bathtub doing some breakfast in tub, America."
He just grabbed that toaster and it just slips right in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I mean, we weren't that far off when Trump was in office. He had like a Diet Coke button. Like that seems pretty
yeah,
degenerate, but
that is true. And he would post a lot of embarrassing things on social media.
yeah. So
But it wasn't like selfies though, like which is nice. And I feel like with the Gen Z, there's gonna be like lots of like the president holding the phone, recording his own videos or something like that. Or it's just gonna look like it's recorded on a cell phone, even though we all know he has a budget of like millions of dollars to like make this look so much better. I don't
mhm.
know, like yeah, and there's gonna be a lot of fake reactions, like, okay, guys, today I'm gonna send this unmanned drone to strike the civilian apartment in Iran. Let's check it out. Doot. And he like presses the button and it like launches and like I could totally see that happening. Like, and it's just like, don't
people,
forget to
people,
like and subscribe.
yeah, people fell for that picture of like the what was
Oh
it?
yeah, the
The
Pentagon on
Pentagon under
fire.
attack. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah, and then add the whole AI thing on top of that. Like all the president's followers are gonna be AI. Like he did all that for nothing. Like he did that civilian drone strike for nothing. Sad. Did you guys hear about that kid who jumped off the cruise ship for a dare and then no one ever saw him ever again?
No.
Was he gonna cure world hunger?
And I don't think so. It's like
If
super.
if
It's like honestly
if
like
so,
crazy to
if
see.
so, good for him.
Yeah, kudos to
That
that
is
guy.
yeah. That's a brave individual. I don't know if I'd be able to do it, but
I would do that. I would do
Like it
it.
was more like a party boat. Like you guys remember like
that's
the party
it's,
boat in New
so
York?
killing yourself does no harm, but fucking hell, he said he'd do it.
I knew you'd be
Yeah,
perturbed by me saying that.
yeah. I know. I know better than to take that bait fully. Thank goodness.
Yeah, he like there's video of it and like everyone like no one cared about it. Like There's like, oh dude, look at this guy. That's like, oh bye bro. Like everyone was like laughing and partying as he like drifted away like into darkness. Like,
Oh wait,
and
so there's video?
yeah, yep. There's
Okay.
like, oh look at this guy, he jumped off, huh? What an idiot! And like, and she's just like slowly drifting away in the background, and like, and no one ever found him ever again.
Dude,
Like,
see, I'm telling you guys, you can't do anything stupid without it being on camera.
yeah, like his death, like his last moments of life were like him being super drunk and like jumping off the boat because of a dare, and then like everyone like he can hear everyone like laughing and like filming, like taking out their phones and like filming him and just like laughing, like they were literally saying like, "Oh, bye bye," like they were being super like disrespectful. Like that kid's dead, like he's he's gone, like, and that's what he had to hear. And then like he probably tried to tread water for as long as he could, and then
Which
just
couldn't have
drowned
been
after
long
that.
if he was drunk.
Nah.
Yeah, right, exactly. Which wasn't long, which is probably why no one ever found him again. Because they tried to turn back and look for him, but like those boats take so long that like by the time it even happened, and honestly, by the time they even told anyone, it was probably a while. Like no one on that boat cared about that person. Like no one was like screaming or like telling anyone to stop or get help. Like everyone like was just like, ha, like look at that idiot, and he just floated away into nothing, and that's how his life died. Like that was just like that was not worth it. Like it wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth the clout, but he did it.
Yeah.
So think about the drunkest you've ever been in your entire life. If this happened right before your eyes, do you think you would do anything about it?
Oh my god. Holy shit,
If I was the
no.
drunkest I've been in my life, no.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't do shit
I
I'm
wouldn't.
about
I
it.
wouldn't
assuming
have.
that all those.
I wouldn't have been able to even have told you that it happened.
Yeah. I feel like all the people there were like just completely like blitzed like to high heaven. Like
That's true. They probably were. Because yeah,
they
wouldn't
probably
you
woke up
react a
the
little
next day.
differently?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't.
they
I
probably.
don't blame. I don't blame the drunk people for not stopping him for sure. I think like when you step your ass on a cruise, you should know better. You should not be
Mhm.
expecting the people around you to save you because you're all there for one reason: to see the fucking ocean and to get wasted.
Yep.
That's the only thing. That's the only thing we're all doing together. So there's no way you can expect someone to stop you from offing yourself. Like what are they supposed to do? When they turn around and see you jumping, they're supposed to jump after you?
Yeah, then they're gonna die.
Yeah, like no.
Actually, someone did throw like a life preserver thing over it,
Wow,
but like
kudos. Like that's above and beyond. Like he was this guy. I hope was he staff? Do you know if he was staff?
no, it looked like just some dude or whatever.
Okay,
Like
so
he
fucking
just
this.
grabbed it and threw it over, and there was
Okay,
like a rope attached to the railing, so he could have grabbed it and like climbed back on, but like he was like at that time when they threw it, he didn't realize that like the boat was riding too fast and he couldn't catch up, so he was still like swimming in circles, like playing around and stuff.
well,
But then like once
this
he
the
realized that it
guy
was
that
too
threw it.
late, like
The
it was too late.
the guy that threw the fucking thing, if he was just a normal fucking customer, this guy's S tier. Like holy shit,
Yeah,
he went on a
yeah,
fucking
man. He was the
cruise.
only one who knew what to
He went on
do.
the cruise. He still has wits enough about him to be like, holy shit, no one else is
He's like,
helping.
grab onto the buoy,
Get
and he
on
was
this
just
buoy.
splashing around. He's like, I don't need that. I can swim.
Oh,
And then like it
That's
started
so
just getting
dumb.
further and further away
wow,
from him. And then like he started swimming toward it, but then it was just too late.
that is
Yeah.
crazy.
See, I thought when you were describing it, I thought like he jumped off, hit the water, and immediately like knew it was over. But it sounds like
No,
you're
No.
saying he hit the water and was like, ha 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 ha. Ha. I did
Yeah.
it, guys.
it's
Yes.
because he was drunk. Because he
Yep.
was drunk. He didn't know what he had
Yeah.
did to himself.
Yeah. He didn't know until he saw the cruise ship fading
He
away
was.
into
It wasn't
darkness
like
and realized
it
no one
wasn't
was
like he
gonna turn
knew and he
around
was
and
still
get
trying
him.
to be stupid about it. He literally had no idea that he had just
I'm sorry,
destroyed
but
his life.
even at like my most wasted, I can't imagine being in the middle of the ocean and like looking up at a cruise ship and not realizing what has happened.
But
And
no,
it wasn't a
no.
cruise ship. I should like I want to like it's not like a high cruise ship. Like everyone was like it was so low to the water. Like you could reach your arm in and grab him if he would have swam up to the boat. It was
Oh, I
like the
thought.
party boat from like
But
Milwaukee.
but
Like you guys
even
remember that?
but
Oh,
even
okay.
even still, if you're in the middle of like a large body of water where like the person can't has to work to swim to the edge, if you're drunk, you're not getting out of that without help. You're
Yeah,
done.
no,
And
you're
yes,
done.
and yes, I absolutely can, Gouda, and I believe that there's surely a time in your life, as the time that I have known you, that you have been drunk enough where if someone had stuck you in the ocean, you would not have been able, even if there was boats like at least 100 feet away. There's
No,
no
there's no
way.
way.
There's no way you're swimming that. There's no
There's no.
chance.
No, I'm not gonna swim, but I would know that I'm fucked.
Yeah.
You think you would realize that you were
Oh yeah,
fucked?
instantly, absolutely.
I wouldn't.
You
So
have to know you're fucked.
Yeah.
Swimming in the
no.
dark, I just feel like
Oh,
jumping
say
into
okay.
that, like I remember being on the party boat in Milwaukee on Lake Michigan at night and like looking into the water, like how deep and dark it was, like that was like horrifying. Even when I was drunk, I'd be like, whoa, like I'm drunk, but I'm
I've
not that drunk.
I've
And
been
that
Like,
drunk enough
guy.
where things were just a slideshow, and I didn't have enough time to even
Yeah.
to process my thought on it. Like quite literally, I'm telling you, there is no way I could have swam it, and there's no way I would have known. I would have been like, "Hey, I'm on
no.
the boat. I got a drink. Hey, I'm in the water. Well, fuck."
Yeah, no,
How would
there's
you
no
feel
way.
if you were the guy who dared him to do it?
uh, if you did, yeah,
Yeah, like
You have
what?
to run.
you're kind of a bad person.
You can't
Yeah,
go anywhere. Like
You
you're on
you
a boat.
you might be a bad person.
you're going to
Like,
prison.
huh, I dare you to jump in this water, and then he just did it. You're like, oh, I didn't know he was gonna do it. Like, what the fuck? Like, it wasn't your fault. Like, no,
Isn't
like,
that isn't that why you sue for like wrongful death so that you can like get all the money back that you spent raising like your child for however many years?
Oh
I think
Jesus.
so, basically. I'm sure you could sue that guy. I like, and it would be up to a jury or a judge to like determine whether he's liable for that. But I would hope that you're not liable. Like, I just feel like that's his decision. No matter how drunk he was, like it doesn't matter if someone dared him to do it. Like it was a fucking that's so stupid. Like no, someone else shouldn't be
Did
punished. Like you shouldn't be ruining another person's life because this guy already ruined his own.
that guy like jump in with his clothes on?
Yeah, fully clothed.
Okay, yeah, there's no way. Zero chance that you can have your clothes be completely soaked through
Yeah,
and
you
not
can.
realize that something's wrong.
Yeah, you
Like
can.
there's no good
I've
situation
seen
in life
I've
where
seen
that
it.
happens.
I have seen you and I have seen together. It happened to a mutual friend of ours.
They
And
just fell face first into a pool and stop moving.
no, where they didn't know where they didn't know the difference between being like absolutely like soaked and dry.
Okay,
That's true.
yeah,
I've seen some
that is
people so
true.
drunk I could have easily
Thank
drowned them
you.
and they wouldn't
It's
even have
Yes.
true,
tried to
but I'm
Thank
stop me.
you.
saying that wouldn't happen to anyone here.
I think it could have happened to me.
No,
Yeah, I
nope.
believe it.
I don't think so, man.
You, dude,
I
I
you
feel
have,
have
like
more strength than
you
that.
have, you have only begun to see what I was doing, what I could have become. Like if I was really a drunk, holy, yeah, no, dude, I definitely could get to that
oh
point.
man. Yeah,
Okay,
that's
well,
crazy. I feel like there's always something in me that's trying to keep me alive, no matter how fucked up I get.
Well,
I've been like
that's
majorly fucked
that's
up, but
good.
like there's something I have like a backup like subsystem that like is impervious to like drugs.
Yeah,
And that's
mine,
also
mine
like
isn't
partially
impervious.
why why I'd want to die quick because like any slow deaths, like my backup subsystem is gonna be like processing all that, and I'm like, no, like fuck. So yeah,
yeah, I think you and Nibler both have that kind of like instant on trigger because there's definitely been times where we've both been together and been completely like trash, blackout wasted, and then all of
yeah,
a sudden like someone else is like in turmoil or like we need to like get something done, and then it's just like, all right, I'm sober for like the next 10 minutes.
yeah,
I think
yeah.
it's more about like how long can you keep it together? I
Mm.
don't think I can be so drunk that I can't keep it together for like at least 12 minutes. And 12 minutes is a lot. It's a good amount of time to do like some stuff.
Oh my god. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
that's wild.
if I got stopped by the cops, like I could like act sober for at least yeah, like 12 minutes. Like if I needed to.
Yeah, that's why they keep you there for so long.
Yeah,
Because
then
they
it's like,
gotta make sure.
all right, it's been 12 minutes. He's still good. He's
Yeah.
fine.
Yep.
Dude, I remember when I got pulled over with one of our friends that we all know, but I won't name right now. And we were underage and both drinking, and he was like, I was driving, but the friend was like obliterated. Like pretty much honestly at the point where like you could throw him in water and he would just immediately drown. Like and we got stopped by the cops even like and I was like I was so scared. I was like we're going to jail. Like this is it. Like not only were we drinking and we shouldn't have been, but like I'm driving also. Like I wasn't like wasted or anything, but like I don't know, like I don't know if I was over the limit or not, but like, and I was underage, so I was like, yeah, this is it, it's over. And like, literally, like the friend had been throwing up, literally like seconds before the cops turned on their lights and pulled us over. And like, they made us both get out of the car. They're like, can you both get out of the car? And he's like, yeah. And we were standing there, and like, our friend is clearly so wasted. Like, he is clearly
Wait,
gone.
is this in the Taurus days that you're talking
Yes.
about?
Yep, that's
Okay.
right.
All
So
right.
my car would get pulled
Okay.
over for anything, like, because it was just a piece of hunk. Like, you knew there was
Dude,
something
you
wrong
guys
in
got
my life.
pulled over that night?
Yeah.
That's insane.
And like, I was like, okay, this is it. Like, there's nothing I can do to stop, like, what's gonna happen now. Like, there's literally nothing. Like, Kevin's gonna throw up within seconds, because, like, he
Wow,
just did,
you
and he just had
here,
been
you
for,
just
like,
put
the
him up.
last 20
Okay.
minutes. Oh, man, I also just said his
Nope,
name.
nope, no, you didn't.
Yeah, but yeah, our friend, but, George
There it
here.
is live.
Yeah, those those live bloops. But George, our friend, he had just been throwing up for that whole time, and like we had seen him, and like the cops were only with us for like maybe 2 or 3 minutes, and then they got a call. There's like, we got a robbery down the street at the gas station, blah
Damn.
blah blah. And there's like, oh shit, there's like, we gotta get out of here. We gotta go right now. She's like, all right. She's like, I'm just gonna let you guys get out of here and take care. And like, I was like, holy crap. He's like handing me his license plate, my license back right there, and they just ran back to their car and just like sped off. I was like, thank God. Like literally, like I don't even like know if I believe in God, but thank God in that like particular instance, like if there is one. I can't even like fathom my luck essentially in that situation. But yeah, so like we just drove away. I got us home just fine, and the story has a good ending, and everyone was okay. But like holy crap, man, like that was so close. But yeah, he held it together though. He didn't throw up for the 3 to 5 minutes we were standing in front of the cops, and he made it. So
Yeah,
yeah,
man, that adrenaline, it'll get you through anything.
it's all about
Besides
how
jumping in the
long it
ocean,
takes
don't
you.
do that.
Yeah, no, it
Yeah,
won't help you. It
yeah,
won't help you with that at all.
Yeah.
yeah. Those ships are not gonna turn around. Like it literally can't. Like you're done.
Wait, what? It can't turn around?
Yeah, I think they're too big, and like the engine is too small. So like once it gets going and you jump out, like you're done. Like
Oh, but I thought you said this is a party boat. Those can't turn around?
yeah, yep, that's what happened.
What?
Like by
Are
the
you
time
serious?
but yeah, apparently by the time they told the crew and like the crew stopped the boat and tried to turn around, like he was gone. Like he was nowhere to be found. And like obviously it's been days now, so it's probably pretty safe to say that he drowned.
That sounds like a pretty huge design flaw. They
Yeah,
literally
we
can't
gotta
turn around.
yeah, nope, not for
I
like
think that's
it
it.
would take like 20 minutes.
I think that's designed appropriately. I think you should walk on that fucking raft, wherever the fuck it is, knowing that if you jump your ass off, that's it. Like we're
You're
not
like
coming for you.
you're like the Darwin Awards
Yeah, no,
are prevalent in this world.
legitimately,
Like
I
we
feel that
need
way.
more boats like this.
I
At
legitimately
least
feel
that
that
guy
way about
couldn't
some stuff.
reproduce.
It's wild that like a party boat can turn, and yet I watched the Battlefield movie and a whole ass like carrier ship did a 0 point turn with an anchor.
Oh my god, yeah, that was just so unrealistic. Yeah, the entire ship. That would take like an entire like 4 hours, I feel like, to do that turn. And it did it in like 2 seconds. It was
Yeah, that
like a
was
Fast
wild.
and the Furious movie.
Good stuff.
Too funny. Yeah, they are gods in the Fast and the Furious movie, right? Like that's what the last one was about, like where they find out that they're immortal.
I don't know. I haven't seen it since the one with the safe.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I saw a trailer and they all find out that they're immortal and like they created the universe or something like that. So, which makes sense because they should have died like a long time ago.
One of them did die.
Yeah.
Did they though, or is he gonna
Yeah.
come back?
Yeah,
No, he's.
like Wiz Khalifa made a whole song about it and everything.
Mm, I would actually put my real money to say that in the next 40 years that character is gonna make a return in the franchise.
Like
How?
artificially.
How? Yeah. What?
Yeah,
I can see that for sure, yeah.
because no one stays dead in Fast and the Furious, and I mean no one. Like, remember that Asian guy in the third movie who got shot in the head and the car exploded at the end? He came back. So if
I
he
don't
comes
remember
back,
that
anyone
happening.
can come back. Yeah, like literally, like in the at the post credit scene, the bad guy, or no, it wasn't the post credit scene. It was at the final like race or whatever. The main bad guy walks up to his car as after it flipped over and he ran him off the road, and like he's like ha ha, and he's like, "See, I told you, you're never good enough." And he just holds up the gun right to the camera, which is like his point of view, which is he puts it like right between his eyes and like pulls the trigger. And then as he's walking away, the whole entire car explodes in like this massive explosion. And then that character came back somehow. It's like, how could you have possibly survived that? Like, and actually, like, I was just kidding about the whole trailer thing. They didn't find out they were gods, but you guys didn't even flinch because you, at this point, you just thought that was real. You're just like, okay,
Yeah.
yeah, I guess they're gods now. Literally, that's how ridiculous this is getting. Like, but yeah, that's Fast and the
Wait, what was the
Furious.
third one?
That Tokyo Drift.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I never saw it. I thought
You
so.
never saw Tokyo Drift?
No.
That's
How
that's the
long was
best
it
one.
before? How long was it before people decided that that one was like actually part of like all of it? Because I remember when it first came out, people were like, "Oh, that's just some like
Spin-off.
shitty like
Yeah.
yeah spin-off."
The movie where that dude came back. That's exactly it.
Yeah, they basically looped him into this new movie now. Like he's an actual character with all the other ones. Before he had only seen like one or two characters, so he was like, is he canon? Not really.
That's right.
But and it was like it happened where in like Tokyo. That's not even a real place because you know Dom at that point he didn't like leave Detroit or whatever the fucking weird ass city he was a part of.
Detroit?
Yeah, yeah. You know it was like some place where it definitely has its own hood. Like you know because of Dom, right? Like that's just how it was. In the first two movies, that's what Dom was. He was just the guy that walked around in the fucking wife beater, and it made sense because he was in the fucking hood. But you can't be walking around a wife beater at fucking parties and getting married in wife
In
beaters,
Tokyo.
bro. What are you doing?
He got married in a wife beater. He's like, this is for family.
Yeah, yep. No, for real. Like I saw that as part of the trailer. I'm not shit.
For
I'm not
real?
shitting you. No, yeah, I did. I'm looking it up right now. I'm looking at a picture of it right now.
Yeah, and the girl's
Uh,
just like, oh, I just
Dom
love this wife beater.
married pick. Let's see.
Oh man, and she had a beer in her hand with her knee up.
With her knee up.
What?
That represents
That's how
strong
she
woman.
always is.
Oh, okay.
That's the symbol for strong woman, didn't you know?
Yeah, drinking a beer with your leaning on your knee, with your legs wide open. You have, like you have big balls.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh man, yeah. Like so they did the prequel movie, which brought like him back for like a prequel thing, which was fine because like in the future, like at the end of that movie, he then went on a
yeah,
mission to
yeah, dude.
Tokyo, which then we're like, okay, well then that's when he went into Tokyo Drift and then he got shot in the head and exploded. Makes sense. But then there was like another movie, like two movies after that, where like Dom is like
Okay.
at this bar or like in this warehouse or something, and like this like shadowy figure like approaches behind him, and like this threatening music comes up, and there's like, oh shit, who could this be? And then the camera points to his face, and the shadow like moves away, and then it's him.
Dude,
And it's
man.
like, oh, he's like, you son of a bitch, I'm in.
bro. So I
Oh
man,
my
like
god.
I don't even know. I
I just
wish we could
posted
put
a
this picture
I
like
yeah, I
in
wish
the
we can't.
because this is just
We can. I actually.
this is just out of control.
You can put
Like
this
I
picture on the
really
stream.
Yeah, if I
like
can
for the
figure it
joke.
out for a second. Hold on. Let me.
Yeah, it's the picture of their marriage. Anyone who was like looking for a spoiler alert for the Fast movies, I'm sorry. It's over. It's too late. Spoiler alert. We ruined like half the movies.
Is that really a spoiler? Didn't she die too? Everyone has died at least
Yeah,
once, right?
she was
Except for
dead. Like
Dom.
in the beginning movies, she was dead, and then like again, Dom was like at like a rest or like a bar, and then like a shadowy figure approached from behind, and then suddenly she was just like, "You son of a bitch, I'm in,"
All
and then
right.
like, and then she was in the movies
It
again.
is on part of the screen right now.
Really?
On
Oh
the yeah,
my
it is on part of
god.
this on the is right in the middle of our logo on the stream right now.
Bro, I don't see it.
Yeah, I don't
It's
see it
you're
right now
probably
Fake
either.
behind.
news.
You're probably behind. It's
Fake news. Okay, yeah, it's definitely
yeah.
there.
Then
Like
look at that shit.
I
Look
can't
at
even
that.
believe that they did this.
Look at this shit. He actually got married in a fucking beater. What
That's
the
so
fuck?
bad.
What I hate most of all is that he had the unmitigated gall to name his character Dom, as in like, yeah, I dominate. Like what? Like how old are you, bro? Like like how how is
It's
that
like
your entire personality?
he's
I
like,
just
this
I don't
is
know.
for family.
Yeah. It's crazy because this character is the one he gets the like he has making the most money from, obviously. But like he actually was in a movie series like the Chronicles of Riddick back in the day, and like
Mhm.
That's right.
he actually was way better as that character as he ever would be as Dom,
Yeah.
because this character
This
is
is
not well written.
definitely
This is a shit
the
character.
most brain dead
Yeah,
character
for
he has.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Is that
he actually can act, so I kind of feel I don't know. I don't want to blame him, but the character is terrible, clearly.
his
So
best
I'm gonna take this
character?
off the screen.
His best character is Groot.
He's like, yeah, I am Groot.
Yeah,
He only says those three
that's
lines.
his
That's
best
it.
work.
His homework. Oh my god. That's like how they had Pedro Pascal play like the Mandalorian, but in the last season of the Mandalorian, you never once saw his face. So like fans are literally questioning like if he ever actually set foot on set. Like like you could easily just pay anyone to just like be in a helmet the whole time.
Dude, you don't need
Hilarious.
anyone. Like if you've been working in Hollywood for at least, I don't know, 2 months, like we can make you now. Like we have enough data to like recreate everything that you are. Like
Yeah,
your
that's
image,
true.
your voice, what you would say, like everything. It's over. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah, that is true. The AI revolution. Yeah, I think it's hilarious how like Sam Altman or whatever went to Congress and he's like he was like stop me from what I'm doing. Like what like I don't even understand that. Like he's like, yeah, I have the biggest AI and the most advanced AI out of the whole world. And I just came here to tell you that what I'm doing is dangerous and could cause the end of humanity, and I think you should try to stop me. So like what who does that? Like I don't even understand. Like who does that? Like he's not gonna stop doing it, but like he's like something needs to be done. But you're the one doing it. Like I don't even understand. I don't even understand that. Which I just thought was hilarious. And I just feel like I almost liked him for a second, but once I saw that happen, I instantly don't like. I like put him up there with fucking Zuckerberg and Elon Musk for me. I could do without him.
Is that guy is he like a CEO or something?
Yeah, he's the CEO of OpenAI, which does Chat GPT.
Wait, are they public?
No, they're not public. They're a non-profit technically, so that doesn't mean they don't make a profit. That's for fucking sure. But like that just means that like technically I don't think anyone can own the company like that, and whoever does own it can't take profits from it. But like he can set like what his salary is and whatnot, and I'm sure he does,
Hmm.
or do other things to get money from it. But yeah, that's how they set it up. Originally, OpenAI was supposed to be an open source AI development company, but once they developed ChatGPT, they realized what crazy like secret and like this advanced technology that them and only them had a hold of. So then they made it all. They stopped the open source thing, and then he went to Congress and he was like, "Stop me from what I'm doing." So yeah, that's
I think they've all said that now, right? Like everyone that's working on AI, they sent a open letter and were like, "Hey, just so you guys know, this is the beginning of the end. Sorry."
I don't think Google and Microsoft have spoken out against AI, and they're the next two big people who are in AI. And Nvidia, they're big in AI too now. I don't think any of them have said anything bad about AI, but ex-employees from all of those companies I think, have sent the letter and said. And then, surprisingly, the CEO of OpenAI himself went on there and said it, which was surprising and made no sense. And he's like, I'm not going to stop this. And I'm even ramping up efforts as we speak. But I think this is bad. And if this isn't controlled soon, this is going to cause the end of our species. It's like, what? I don't even understand how you have the balls to basically come on to Congress and say this in front of the whole world. I feel like he was maybe trying to like be in touch with the people and be like, yeah, this is dangerous and someone should like do something to like prevent like the end of everything. But like at the same time, he knows that like he's not serious about that. So like he's not gonna stop any of it. So I think he was just trying to like put on a good image by saying what he thought everyone wanted to hear. But it just I feel like fell on I don't know, at least for me it fell on deaf ears because like he's not gonna stop it. He's literally like, yeah, we're continuing efforts and training the new version right now. Like it's like okay. And yeah. I don't know. That's the exact kind of billionaire behavior I despise.
Yeah, I remember that hearing and like so what is the nature of those? Is it so you're not like under oath or anything, right? Like you can just straight up lie during one of those, can you?
I think you are under oath. I'm pretty sure you're under oath, and if you get caught lying in a congressional hearing, like that's like a capital offense or like
Oh, okay.
something. I'm pretty sure something very bad happens to you.
Yeah. So you don't think that that's why he said that? He was just like, yeah, I might as well just tell the truth because eventually everyone's gonna find out anyways.
But why wouldn't he say like? Why wouldn't he follow it up with like? I'm gonna like try and like do something about it, or like I'm gonna slow down efforts or something. He followed it up with basically I mean he didn't like say this in the hearing, but like in like interviews like late like after the hearing, he's like, yeah, we're still going full steam ahead, everything's going according to plan. Like so it's like obviously he has no intentions of like scaling back or like stopping this so-called doomsday device. But like honestly, I don't think that AI is gonna cause the end of humanity. Like honestly, like as I get more familiar with AI, it's starting to become more apparent what writing is AI and what writing isn't. Like at first I was like, "Whoa, I can barely tell." But now that I've seen more of it, I can start to kind of tell. And like if I'm already adapting to it this quickly, then like the rest of us will adapt to it and then we'll also develop better technology that can detect AI. So like I think we're going to develop with AI. I don't think AI is just going to pass us up and then overtake us and then end us, if anything. I think the only way it would end us as a species is if we chose to integrate AI into ourselves to a point where, like, humans, what we would call humans, and probably what we would call AI today, don't exist. And at that point, is it really a doomsday like device if that's what's happening? It's like, no, we just evolve, like, if that's what we choose to do. So I think a lot of the doomsday rhetoric is personally, I think it's a bit unnecessary and somewhat fear mongering.
Yeah, I think that people are just covering all their bases. I think
Yeah.
that's just kind of what you have to do right now. If this was maybe 10 years ago, they wouldn't have said shit. They would have been like, yeah, we're gonna like build this out and that's it. But now
Yeah.
in the age of transparency and uh accountability for every little thing that you do, I think everyone just like tries to get out ahead of it. Even if they don't actually believe that there's something wrong, they just say, yeah, uh, this is bad. I'm letting you guys know. Okay, I'm
Yeah.
gonna go back and do it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so true. Crazy. Well, that's our world in 2023. We got to deal with it, but hopefully we all make it through. But if you don't, you always have It's Basically Monday. And I think that probably wraps it up. I think we've been on for a good enough time.
Yeah.
We'll see you next time. Sorry we didn't get to any of the Kenya adventures again. I feel like we keep putting this off.
The
This is just
Kenyan
gonna be like an
Chronicles.
ongoing theme to keep you guys coming back. Like we're just never gonna get to the story, but we're just gonna tell you what. No, I'm just kidding. No, maybe we will. Like I legit want to, and I keep meaning to, but then somehow it just doesn't happen. But we at least we have that like in our pocket. It's like a little season, like a little teaser,
Yeah,
a
man.
little something, something.
It'll
But
happen.
anyways, we will see you next time as usual. And for now, good night or good day.
Bye bye.